Can you hear me okay? I'm Alex Steele. I will introduce members of the band to you in a moment. And the theme of this event, of this session, is about how to become an even greater leader by learning more from the world of jazz applied to what you do. We suggest that if you understand a little bit more about what's going on inside our minds, you can do great things in terms of what you do in business and in every other way. It's not just about what's going on in here that we want to talk about to you, it's also about the interactions between the brains of jazz musicians. There they are. Who's that? That's the piano player. So what can you learn from what we're about to do on stage? And I think there are many lessons. It's about the way you are as a person in terms of your own personal development. It's about the way you work as a team player, and also as a leader within a team context. What can you learn about that in terms of teams, divisions, the culture within your organisation. But also it's about the actual nature of the products and services that you provide in your business context. What can you learn from jazz to enhance the way you bring within your organisation innovation, creativity and change? So there are lots of levels we want to talk about. How do we build a team? How do we communicate effectively? How are we going to grow as an organisation in front of your very eyes? How will we generate ideas? How will we put together and design our product, a piece of music, in front of your very eyes? We don't know what's going to happen yet, okay, so that's quite exciting. So the life cycle that you see of us designing our product, manufacturing it and delivering it to the customer will take place in about 3 minutes.
Excellent session by Alex and his team, very creative. We've got everyone moving, it's very imaginative, particularly for me, interesting for my teams. I'm trying to get teams working together. The use of the slides and the creative nature of them, I really believe will get people talking in my meetings. What I'm looking for is something different that gives a bit of edge, and I believe he provided that.
Alex was a fantastic presenter today. He was really motivated, used a lot of body language and had a good stage presence in using the slides he had on screen and the musicians to incorporate into his whole presentation. Really got the crowd going, asked for lots of examples and really helped to build what they were doing in the band to what we wanted as an audience.
I think the most important thing to tell you is that when we're playing music, probably, I have a pie chart for you here, as you can see, probably 95% of what you hear is improvised. There is some structure in what we do, maybe 5%. And that's kind of quite scary, isn't it? But that's what we love, isn't it? It's really good. What's it like at Lloyds TSB in terms of that structure and the ratio between improvisation and structure? What would the balance be, do you think? The other way around. Is it okay? Do you think you could alter the balance a little bit? You may see at different times there are kind of soloists taking a lead, but then how does the rest of the band work with the soloists? So, you know, there's some kind of support there as a team, if you like, when we're playing. And I think what's really key to what we're doing is about the willingness to take risks. We are taking a lot of risk up here because we're actually, if you like, composing and performing simultaneously in front of you. And again, we'll explore what that might mean in a business context in a moment. And our next tip, I like this one particularly, if it ain't broke, break it, okay? In your organisations, in your teams, things may be working perfectly well, but why not start all over again? Break what you've got and start over. Would you do that? I don't know. But it's what we do every time in the jazz context. What I thought I would take, and I'm sorry for the Gershwin fans, was that well-known piece called Summertime. Do you know Summertime? And it is quite a beautiful piece of music, isn't it? We're going to kind of destroy this song now. I'll start it off, if you like. And that's the rhythm then. So we can go from Bo Diddley to funky hip-hop to Latin salsa. That's what we're going to do. Thank you for that suggestion. Would you like a fast or a slow rendition of this piece? They're cruel. What about the harmony? Complex or simple? Sorry, guys. Sorry. Would you like us to play in a sensitive or an aggressive way? You guys are yeah. Okay. Okay. This is your song. It was Summertime, and tell us if you think it was worth destroying it. I want to talk now about the zone, okay? When you're watching, particularly me play, I pull some funny faces, I apologise. Because we get into the zone. How do we get into the zone? It's a great place to be. And it's not drug-induced or anything, it's just kind of the passion, the energy of the moment. So that's quite an interesting graph, isn't it? Because clearly, if you want your colleagues to come up with their best ideas, you think you're going to have a meeting in the office. But clearly the best place to have that meeting is in bed, isn't it? Now, that's quite exciting. But it's less to do with the place, it's about the state of mind you're in. I would like a virgin pianist. That doesn't mean you have to be a virgin, that means you've never played the piano before. I'm really looking for someone that has never played music and has never touched a piano in their life before. Would anyone care to join me at the piano for this demonstration? So is it true you've never played the piano before?
Back at school, which was donkeys years ago, I played the keyboard for about...
He's not... this man is not a virgin, is he?
Is
it allowed? No, it's not allowed. It's not allowed. Sorry, you've got to go. No, it's not allowed. Sorry. Come on then, I want a real virgin pianist, please. Come on. Come on then, Chris. Are you a proper virgin? Good man.
I'm not going to lie, I have actually touched a piano in my life though.
You have?
I have seen one, yeah.
Oh, that's all right. Now, before we play, I'm going to tell you what to do in a moment. So, who was it, Chris?
Chris, yeah.
Chris, nice to meet you.
Hi.
We're going to play a duet, and the band are going to join us. We're going to compose a brand new piece of music for you, and we are really going to be in beginner's mind kind of mode with a real beginner. But before we play the song, would you care to give us a theme for our song?
Working together, improvising, and all the other different things that they came out with really made you understand the various differences. Although it's completely different context, it really worked within the. You could really understand the parallels to your business environment. You could actually go away with a lot of different ideas, different ways of doing things, and just new, innovative ways of doing things.
We did it. So think about what's going on in the jazz context. What's the structure? In fact, there is no hierarchy here. You have a completely flat structure. When individuals take their solo, they kind of become the leader. But then someone else takes a solo. So in our organisational model, we have rotating leadership. The last tip, I guess, is the ultimate tip. It's about the fact that you have the opportunity to change the world, as John Coltrane did. It was interesting because you can introduce changes in a jazz context or in a business context, which might be ahead of their time. And in many respects, John Coltrane, who's an amazing legend of jazz, when he started to create the music that we know him for today, in a sense, for some of the audience, they were alienated. They thought, I don't get it at all. But clearly he was ahead of his time. And in what ways can you be ahead of your time by embracing change and innovation in your role as leaders within your organisation?